Hey guys, it's Shelby. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be decluttering my closet. This is actually a little bit overdue for me. I do like to declutter twice a year, typically in the spring and in the fall. Just that way I know from the previous 2 seasons what I wore, what I didn't wear, and then if I came across anything that either didn't fit or I just don't like anymore, I can get rid of those items. So like I said, this is a little bit overdue. We moved into the house over the fall. So the last thing that was on my mind was decluttering my closet. So this is kind of going to be like my fall clothing declutter, but I am going to be decluttering fall and winter clothing just because we're so far into winter and I know what I have and have not been wearing. I actually put on a shirt the other day that just didn't fit anymore, and that was kind of my inspiration for going through this, making sure I try on everything. Anything that doesn't fit or anything I just don't want anymore is going to be going either donation or selling, either way. If you want some declutter motivation, stick around and let's get started. So I am a huge fan of the KonMari style method of decluttering clothes and any item really, taking everything out of the closet onto the bed and going through each piece. However, I have done that method several times. At this point, this is all that I own really. As far as hanging things, we will go through a couple drawers as well. It's really not a lot. My husband, I'm looking on his side, has more clothes than I do hanging. I know a lot of this I do wear. A lot of this is like sweaters that I wear to work or just running errand type clothes. I have some blouses. Really, this is the only thing that I bought this year for the new season. So I'm going to keep everything on the rack. I'm going to go through anything that I have not worn or I'm unsure of. I'm going to take it off and then go obviously try it off of camera and see if it needs to stay or go. So pretty much this entire section, or at least this section here, is all like spring and summer clothes. So I did pull a couple items that I remember I just recently bought for the summer and either didn't like the way it looked on me or wasn't the right size. So I hung those aside. When I come back in a couple months to do my next declutter, I'm going to really go through these and try them on, but for now I'm going to go ahead and leave them there. Give myself a couple months to worry about that seasonal clothing, and for now I'm going to go ahead and go and try on the couple of items that I did pull off to the side. So I did end up getting rid of a little bit. Some things like this I bought at the beginning of the season and just did not like the way that it looked on me. Thought I could make it work, so I didn't return it. I'm probably going to try to sell that one. These 3 skirts, I wore these 2 one time a piece and then I never even ended up wearing this one. I don't know who I thought I was. They're absolutely adorable, just not made for me. This was actually one of my favorite shirts, but it's nice and pilled up at this point and just not working for me anymore. And this was actually another purchase from the beginning of the season that is just too oversized, does not flatter me in any way. And then I did actually end up going through my sweaters off camera, and I am getting rid of a few of those as well. So now I'm going to actually go ahead and move into this room and go through all of my pants just while there's a little bit of daylight left. So this is probably going to end up being the biggest part of the declutter. Listen, I tried the whole mom jean trend. It didn't work out for me. So I do have 2 pairs here. One pair is super oversized and just, I'm short, I'm curvy, so it just makes me look like a little Oompa Loompa. I actually got them from Shein, and I went to return them and they just told me to keep them. Strangely enough, I've never had that happen before. So I'm probably just gonna donate those. Another pair I bought from Marshalls, and I thought I really liked them. I tried to style them and I didn't like the way they looked. Some of this is just leggings that I went the last like 3 years wearing the same leggings and never once wore these, so they just need to go. And a couple of things that I just need to try on and see if they still fit and if I still like them. I'm expecting all but maybe a couple of these items to be going today. So I'm gonna try those on and I'll be right back. So I did end up decluttering most of that like I thought that I would. I got rid of 7 pairs of pants and I kept 4 out of the items I pulled from the drawer. This pair of pants, these are the mom type jeans that I said I bought from Marshalls. I really like them. They just, again, don't look good on me. I might hold on to them and try to turn them into like cut off shorts in the summer. Or I might sell them or might even put them on to sell. And if they don't sell, then turn them into shorts. Unsure at the moment, but yeah, I've gotten rid of a lot of the bottoms. The rest of this dresser is not going to be decluttered at the moment. The top part is just all of my like lotions and body sprays and perfumes and things like that. I probably need to go through this, but I'm just not going to right at this moment. Next one is bathing suits and like bralettes and summer things. Again, I'll do that in a few months once I go through all my bathing suits and stuff like that. And then the last drawer is camera equipment and cords and all kinds of stuff that will be decluttered, just not in my clothing declutter. So I am moving now into my dresser that's in our bedroom. The top drawer is just underwear and socks. I pretty much declutter that as I go, so I'm not gonna worry about that one. This drawer is all of my like t-shirts and like undershirts, all of my sleepwear and stuff like that. I don't think anything in here needs to be touched, but I will look at that when we do the my next declutter, the summer clothing declutter. This drawer is all my shorts. Again, not touching that. I am going to focus on these 2 bottom drawers. This one being like my sweats and then my workout clothes. The top drawer here is all of my scrubs. It's laundry day, so as soon as I get all those folded and put away, this drawer will be packed to the brim. But again, this is something I declutter as I go, my undershirts and things like that, so this won't be touched either. Again, it's laundry day, so most of the stuff is actually in the dryer right now. But honestly, so I got rid of a couple of sports bras. They're really, or I just got rid of one, but I haven't really had the sports bra since I was in high school. So yeah, it's time for that to go. And then this old hoodie that I had back from high school. I used to wear this when I would run outside. I have really bad knees now, so I don't really do a lot of running, and if I do, it's not in the cold. So I'm getting rid of that. I did keep one like warmer long sleeve top just in case one of these days I do want to do that. But yeah, I've actually needed to do that to this drawer for a while, so that makes me feel much, much better. And then in this one, I got rid of a couple like Cuddle Dud tops, but I think I'm going to hold on to these actually for, I'm getting ready to go to Colorado in a couple weeks, and so I might just hold on to these for like outdoor activities in the snow. Over shoes, I know that there's not a whole lot I'm going to be getting rid of. There are a couple things that I've eyed recently that I'm like, I literally never wore them, or I wore them once. I don't need to hold on to them. I do have a bunch of sandals up here that, again, I'm not going to be touching until my next declutter, as well as just some like tennis shoes and stuff that I have for specifically the summer. So I'm just going to be focusing on all these things here. The shoe department is looking much more tidy, making me feel much better. I technically only decluttered a couple pair of heels that I just don't wear anymore. I did declutter a couple pair of tennis shoes, but I just moved them honestly to a different space, just kind of as some backup shoes for getting into dirty things like painting or hiking in the mud, things like that. So yeah, looking much better. The last space I have to tackle for now is up here. I have like small purses in one of these bins, and I have like hats and gloves in another. So I'll go through those and just making sure that I want to keep all the purses and stuff I have as well. So everything is just much more organized now. I didn't do a whole lot of decluttering. I just got rid of a laptop cover and a travel bag that I definitely don't need anymore. These bins are much more easily accessible now. I used to have one tucked back in that corner and I had to like shift everything down just to get it out. So right now I have just some off-season handbags in that corner, and of course things can be adjusted as needed. And of course I have all my handbags on this side now rather than in this corner, just because I feel like all the dust bags and everything make them look cluttered and unorganized. And this is the view that you have when you walk into my room, into my closet, and it's just much more minimal and clean now. So I just feel a little bit better about that. Side note, do plastic/mismatched hangers drive anybody else crazy, or is it just me? I feel like no matter how clean and tidy and organized my closet is, that just looks like a big cluster F, and it just drives me crazy. One of these days I'm sure I'll fork out the money to replace them into something that matches and just looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, but hangers are expensive. And to be honest with you, I just can't bring myself to spend that money right now. But anyway, I hope I was able to help motivate you to get up, do some decluttering and organizing of your own. If you did, let me know. Comment below. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next video.